And you guys, this is what I use all the time. Because, you know, as I said, I teach school. I don't eat school food. I get the last lunch. I'm not touching it. So this is where all my leftovers go. This is my leftover chili, my leftover soup, my leftover everything, macaroni and cheese. And I just put it in the freezer, freeze it for a couple hours, pop it out, put it in a Ziploc bag, and then I have a meal for when I go to school because it's 8 ounces.
Nice. To the brim, 8 ounces.
Mm-hmm. But this is also meatloaf. Wow. Meatloaf is great in this, but I really like it. What we did the chili relleno in, 20 minutes to do the meatloaf, and you can put ketchup in the little crevice. I like that, and I like that for brownies. That's like my favorite muffin. But this is also 8 ounces, so if you wanted to do individual cheesecakes, I did a birthday party for our first graders, and they all got their own little cake. And they got to decorate it, so it was really fun. The other thing is when my nieces and nephews come and I'm making, well, you would talk about a frittata. I just do baked omelets. I have everything chopped up and they can drop in whatever they want. And then I pour the egg on top, they put a little decoration, and I put it in the oven and I bake it for 20 minutes. And then they have their own personal omelet when they come out. So this is the round tray, and this is a really fun one also for the holidays. Now, you know what I think about this one. This is what I call my politically correct muffin. This is 2 ounces, and this is called the mini muffin, and this is great for cornbread. This is great for brownies. Like I just use Costco brownies. It's 23 minutes. 23 minutes at 350, and they're perfect every time, and they just pop right out. I mean, how many times have you ever had one of these little mini muffins that are a tin and you just couldn't clean? So that's the nice part about this is that you can just invert it. And then this is a brand new mold, and it's called the medium tartlet, and it is also 2 ounces. And my girlfriend makes a brownie like I was just talking about, but then what she does is she takes something like this and she pushes it down and compacts it so that it's really kind of gooey, and then she fills the top with chocolate ganache and lets it set. Yeah. So, no calories. I just want you to know that we took all the calories out for that one. But it is really good, really good. Okay. I'm going to show you my favorite trays. I call this the Lynette Special. This is called the Flexi Pat, and the difference between, you know what this dog wants, don't you?
Me? Oh, the food that we picked.
No, you know what? She wants a treat because you just took her outside.
Oh.
Wow. Here. Okay.
I think she knows where your treats are.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're really good friends and you just about live at each other's house. So, this is the Flexi Pat, and what makes this difference than this little pat is, you see this little edge?
It's got an edge.
Yeah.
That was my question. What about if things
Ooze off?
Yes.
Oh,
That is
give
what
her
it-
another
Give her
ticket.
another ticket. You know what? There's a couple of different answers for that. This one I absolutely love because I use this with my sponge cake mold, and I put it into the oven. I'm looking for the sponge cake mold, wherever it may be. I put it into the oven at the same time. I just put them kind of side by side. And then I will do my meats on one and my roasted vegetables in the other one. And if my meat's really soupy, then I'll put it in over here in the deeper dish. And it doesn't matter if it has a shape on the bottom or not. And then this holds the juice in. But this is also great for doing jelly rolls because it's not only nonstick on this side, it's nonstick on this side. Do you ever do those pumpkin rolls at the fall?
Mm-hmm.
So you can just roll it up and let it cool and then unmold it and then put in the cream cheese filling. But if you so happen and not have one of these, which you really need one of those, you can put some bread. Just break some bread off. If you see that it's starting to drip, you want to put some just broken pieces of bread on the edges so that it will soak up the juices. Because you know what? There's nothing worse than having something drip in your oven and then you have to clean your oven. Okay, I'm lazy. There we go. So the FlexiPad is, I do this and the sponge cake mold, a large Silpat, and my Polymite spatula, and I call it the Lynette Special, and it's for $145. And you guys might as well just order 2 of these because everybody does. They call me up and they want another one because this is the one that's always in the dishwasher. And why it's so great, it's thin enough to get cookies off the cookie sheet. It's sturdy enough to do ground beef or to do stir fry, and yet it's also sturdy enough to do delicate fish, like if you were taking a piece of fish off of the Silpat or off the grill. So this is my favorite.
Oh, I'll just let the recorder get that.
Well, I don't want it on the recorder.
Pause.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, well, remember I told you that you couldn't cut on it earlier? This is an EcoGlass cake server that we sell, and you can cut on the Silpat with this.
But
you
not
still,
but not the other pad?
yeah, you just want to be really gentle. What I do is, like, whenever I'm doing pizza or anything like that, I have a flexible cutting board, and I just slide it underneath so that I never cut on my product. But we're getting close to the end because I don't want you guys here all night. But I do want to tell you what Betty's going to get for having the party tonight.
Yay!
Yay! First of all, when I came in, Betty already had $100 in outside orders. So I am giving her a gift for that. And then on top of that, she had a booking. Somebody couldn't come, and they booked a party. So you'll get another gift for that.
Yay!
For doing that. So out of my basket when I take them out. Anyway, so the other thing that Betty will get is she's going to get a percentage of the sales tonight. So whatever we order, she'll get a percentage of in free product. And since she already got one booking, she's going to receive any of our molds at half price. And with her second booking tonight, she'll receive 2 flexible bakeware items. And with the third booking, she'll receive any of the kits. So that's a great time to buy stainless. And since I'm boiling this, sorry.
I love their stainless. You do. I have them.
This is our medium saute, and we are now making chocolate ganache. You see, I just brought the cream to a boil, and I put a half a cup of cream and a cup of chocolate chips, and we're going to let it sit for a second. And that's going to be our frosting. But this is our medium saute, and all of our stainless, if you look, it's ergonomically correct. So if it's heavy, you can put your arm right there, and then you can counterweight it, which is really nice because they tend to get really heavy with lots of vegetables or soups in them. I really like that saute. I use that quite a bit. But I also, so I don't burn myself, I will tell you about this one. This is just our little omelet pan. But what is so nice about our stainless is that it's got stainless, and then there's an aluminum disc inside for a heat conductor, and then it's stainless again. So it's put together with 50,000 tons of pressure, and that way it will never come apart. And like I said, all our products have a lifetime guarantee, except for the Silpat and Rollpat. The other thing about our product, if you look on the inside, it's called the Superior Weld. There's no place for bacteria to build up. And this also has a nice little vent hole right here. So it has a stay cool handle. And then if you notice, right here on the edge, it's just flared out just a little bit. It's great for if you have to pour something, it won't drip down the side of your pan. So it's really nice
They
for
thought of
that.
everything.
They have, and it's just beautiful.
So it doesn't warp on high heat? Is that what the aluminum does?
With stainless, you really don't want to cook on high heat. It depends on how much product you are, how much volume is inside. So if you have something with a lot of volume, you can have a higher heat. If you have something with not very much volume at all, then you want to keep it at a lower heat. And that's the trick with stainless. And this is our whisk, and if